All right. What's up, good people? It's here. Shooting my first video on the good old Another Eden. It's not my first video. I've shot thousands of those. It's my first video on Another Eden, though. So, what's the goal here for this first video? Well, first things first. Give a shout out to a couple of people who watch their content. Leave some pretty interesting comments. You know, Gamer for one. Man, that guy's like a walking encyclopedia. Doing Another Eden, for being honest. All right. David over at Another Eden Adventures. Okay. He managed to, congratulations on getting his meta today, I might add. All right. Anyway. I also watch Melody Crystal. She's pretty good. All right. So I watch a handful of Another Eden content creators. All right. Anyway. So the purpose of this one here is we're grinding for Shadow for your boy, Gariyu over there. And basically, I wanted to create a free team, basically using all free members here. So with Gariyu as my DPS, we needed something else to happen in order for him to be able to one-shot enemies. Because the other part of the goal was to make it as one click. And that's pretty much the goal here. So for this, we only need 3 active team members, 1 passive, right? Or reserve, if you will. In this case, it's going to be Clartz, because he's the one at 255 right now, and he's also carrying Grasta for Gariyu. All right? So, we'll start with Gariyu here. He has the Chrono crossover weapons and armor, all right? With an int badge. I don't have the void weapons. I don't have the void staff yet. All right, he's currently at 114 Shadow. All right, for those of you that follow Will, Gamer Dad, if you will, I've been grinding like a madman for Gariyu. This is actually the fastest I've actually grinded for a character. To go from like 30 something to 114 is absolutely nuts. All right, the abilities here: Inferno, Burning Shield, and Explosion. All right, mainly we're going to be using Explosion here. Moving on, Aisha, she's my zone setter. Okay. And notice her speed, 311. There's a reason for that. All right. So we have Staff of Cursed Time, Anti-Lightning Ring, Falcon Badge. So she acts first. And then a speed badge of 30. Again, the only thing she's going to be used for is setting the fire zone. Moving on. Surge, right? He's going to be our pain setter. And the reason why I chose Surge is because all the other pain setters that ignore resistance are all single hits. And granted, I'm not going to be fighting like, say, 2 or 3 enemies at the same time. All right. It's mostly going to be the horrors or the bosses inside of Gariyu's dungeon. But I still rather go with someone who can set pain on all enemies here. All right. Again, notice his speed, 310. Okay. Grand Dream, Rainbow Bracelet, and a speed badge. Okay. And then we have Clark here. Notice the 2 encounter minus badges. Right. It's there for a reason. Okay. And by the way, hat tip. Notice how he's now carrying Encounter Plus badge. His grass to include to increase enemy encounters. All right, there's a reason for that. It's a simple switch. So when you're grinding for gear or material and things of that nature, just a simple switch. All right. Speaking of Grasta, let's go ahead and look at this. We have Power of Inferno staff. We have Sound Body with MP here. We have Enhance HP if max HP staff, and then a debuff here for the reduced enemy encounters. Moving on. Surge, Falcon's Blessing. Now, he does not need this to use his Shining skill, but I just gave it to him for the speed. That's about it. All right. Power of Blaze here, and again, increasing his speed, as you can all see. And then Power of Inferno, which he won't even need to use. Aisha, she just has this proficiency debuff resistance, which she doesn't need. She's not going to get hit at all. I think Gariyu, we have Power of Deadly Blow with crit rate increases. All right. We have Power of Agony with a bullseye. And then Power of Pain with an MP consumption. Okay. So that's the 3-person team. We're at 369 Shadow, so we have more than enough to clear his dungeon and not really have any problems. All right. So let's go ahead and pop on in here. There we go. Let's get on to it. Let's see here. And we'll go to, let's see, 24. That ain't bad. Typically, you want to enter your zombie with at least 20 because you never know what you might get. So we have Power of Regen Fists, but then we also have this debuff resistance. I typically get these because what I can do is with the abundance of, say, ores, right? Mainly the enemy attack ores. Enemy attack, the encounter enemy ores, the increases or decreases. You place them on Grasta like that, where there's no set weapon type, then anybody could use it. So if I wanted to put all the gear on Nagy, I can easily do that. So I'm just avoiding all enemies in this particular run. Alright, let's see here. There's zombie again. Let's see what we got. I don't even need this, to be honest with you, but figured I get it. What we have over here, the mountain, and then we have zombie again. Now, because I only have 14, I'm not gonna bother them. Go ahead and head on over here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this. And like I said, this really is a one tap once it's all set up.
Rage with me. Set your anger.
Inferno, Flame Serenade, and Shining. There we go. Move it on. How do you guys like this first video? Guys and girls, I should say. How do you all like this first video? There we go. Move on out of here. And let's see, we have Spirit Beasts and the Whale. I'm gonna go for the Whale because, you know, them attack fragments, man. Nice. And like I mentioned, this is a one tap, one click team. So here we go. Done. So that's just some of the ideas that I've been running through. This is actually the team I've been using for clearing his dungeon, actually. And hopefully all goes well. I probably won't be getting any shadow here, which is fine by me. I don't really care. Spoke too spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. It's not the first time this happened, by the way. You know, this is my thought process or how I feel about getting like new characters anytime there's a banner, right? Because I pay for the game. I have both subscriptions. I only pull on the guaranteed banners. And look at that, a dungeon I will never finish. But anyway, I don't really care if I get the banner character or not. I think of it as I'm getting more light or shadow for the character. And so far, this actual thinking and feeling that way about these characters has never failed to not get me the character in the banner. So, just a quick tip for you all. So yeah, that's pretty much it here. And like I said, the PCD I never actually complete. As you can see, I can actually run that right now. I normally wouldn't right away, considering this video is already 8 minutes long. I don't think I have anything here. No, I do not. All right, so we're gonna go to the bed and watch us like immediately have to leave. Oh, never mind, spoke too soon. Let's see, maybe I'll be able to finish this dungeon. Maybe, who knows? Who knows? All right, I have no idea what to expect either. Right, typically it's like I'll get here, and then I'll get to the industrial ruins, and then see, there we go, industrial ruins, and it's pretty much where this gets cut short, where nothing else happens. But the cats. I gotta say, I really do like the music in this game. I typically take the third ladder. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Look at that, see? Look, man. Yep. Yeah, never had a full complete run of this dungeon here. So that's where my luck runs out in this particular dungeon. Alright. 198. You can tell I don't run this dungeon often. Doesn't show up that often. And that's it. So we got one shadow and Gariyu, which ain't bad. He's at 115 now. All right. He only has 5 to go. Yep, 5 to go for that badge spot. All right, so that's pretty much it for this one. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you have any questions for me, about team building, let me know. If you have any questions about, say, I don't know, certain characters, because I pretty much have them all, except for a few 5-star versions like Miyu, Seal. Who was the other one? I don't remember who the other one was. Miyu, Seal, Shion. There we go, from Tales of Arise. And then, of course, the other two, Levia and Noah, who I don't have because I don't have time to be grinding for them like that. All right, but yeah, if you got any questions for me or feedback on the video, feel free to let me know. Talk to you guys soon.